Before we start, I think it's befitting if I just announce or acknowledge the presence of the people on this table. On my right, far right, is our head coach, Coach Tobias Kubanero Nghilongwa. My near right is our boxer Nathaniel Kakololo, and on the left is Tate Linus Indongo, the vice chairperson of Salute Boxing Academy, Mr. Fikameni from MTC, and it is very important that we acknowledge his presence because we are partners and they are our official sponsor, and we cannot reach our objectives because it is through their kindness that we can reach our objectives of building champions or winning is a goal. And we welcome you, Mr. Fikameni. Far left is our Coach Nanjebo. Once again, welcome members of the media. You remain a very important stakeholder and partner to MTC Salute Boxing Academy. Without you, we will not be in a position to transport our message and to be able to meet government halfway in reaching our objectives. We are here to announce MTC Salute Boxing Academy Boxing Bonanza that is scheduled for the 22nd of October 2021, that is next weekend. It will be under the theme of Building Champions Boxing Bonanza. Because when I'm going to go in detail in the card, you will see that most of the fights will be people that are pro debut and upcoming fighters. And it's very much important to understand that we need to nurture the unraw talent before we jump to creating champions. Because it's not a shortcut in this business of boxing. You need to nurture raw talent from the ground in order for you to be able to produce a world champion one day. And it's on this particular stance that we need to engage aggressively in developing raw talent. That is why most of our boxers are upcoming, pro debut, 3 fights, 2 fights. So we need to make sure that these upcoming boxers are developed in order to one day put Namibia at the world map. We'll be having Immanuel Nghilongwa. He's here with us. This young man will be having his first professional fight. This young man, when he started at Salute Boxing Academy, he was this small. He is there with us today. Stand up, Ims. And that is what we are talking about.
My name is Immanuel Nghilongwa. I grew up in the Mara location where life was every day, it was hectic. I came from a background where my family were Christians, my mom and my father. We used to play in the streets. I was a naughty child, but well disciplined. That's one thing that I know. I used to fight a lot, but I only used to fight when it was necessary, especially when the fighting used to happen when you go to Batutura swimming pool. On our way back, the people, our young age and big guys will always want to break our stuff. So I was the eldest in the group, I used to protect the boys. My coaches have been there for me, up and down. It's not an easy way to make it until where I am. By God's grace, I made it. There were times where I wanted to quit. Not because I could not perform well, but because of what my fellow colleagues were doing. Soccer players, I also wanted to enjoy that life, the life outside, because all what I had to was from school to training. That was all that I was allowed to do. Because in the streets, it was a lot of chaos. Because I was promoted from amateur from Samuel Kwebi, well known as Coach Superman. Yeah, I was brought up by Coach Nghilongwa, but later Coach Super came and Coach Nghilongwa decided that because he's a young coach, you should take over the amateur, then he will take over the professional. He used to be there for me as a coach and as a brother too also.
We start here as a discipline boys, and we start to push hard until he come to be a junior candidate champion. He was a youth champion also. He sent the country to Botswana in Zone 5. And he fight also for important fight here. Then we realized that he is talented and he's a student. His career can pay his own education. That's why now we decide we can promote him to professional, where he can he get money, he can pay his school. I know since he's a disciplined man, I know it will not only for him, but I know that he will look also the whole entire family.
It will mean so much for me. If one day I manage to fight for a world title, either I defend it and then I bring it, or I fight for it in Namibia, and all the Namibian former champions, they come and support me. It will mean so much to just boost my energy, to give me some motivation on what to do, where to attack, what style should I use, or former champions who retire to come out and train with me. I know our achievement, and I'll put Namibia on the map. That's my target. I'll ask help from them. I'll collect all the data that I need so that I will put it together and I will be sharper. I want to be undefeated until I reach the World Championship. I learned this, my coach taught me how to do referrals when I was very young. I want to share the knowledge that I was given by my coaches to the fellow kids, and also build school if I manage to make it. Where I will make a sportship will become part of school.
In leadership of specific sports code should always put the welfare of the boxers at the forefront. But we must also understand that at times also becomes difficult when the funding is not there. So you have an aspiration to take care of the welfare of the boxer as far as the monetary aspect is concerned. But you can only do a thing. You understand? So I think we must also take that in consideration when we talk about best monies and all that. But the ultimate aim, and the sentiments we also share with the sports leadership, is that we want to make sports, and I'm saying sports deliberately because it's across the board. We want to make sports attractive for the young person at home to want to get into it. Because not all of us are talented to go to school, for example. Somebody is just talented to do boxing, and we want to make it attractive. How do we make it attractive? It's the journey, including the best manners. By the times you can only do best manners. So when it comes to the development of the boxer, it's something very holistic. Coach Nghilongwa can only train that boxer to hit those punches. He's not a qualified financial advisor, for example. That is a borrowed skill he might have learned through his life. So when I say it's holistic, I'm saying we need more parties to come on board. We need your educators, your financial educators to come on board. You need your lifestyle educators to come on board. Because the management you see in front can only do as much, which is the skill they might have learned throughout their personal life or engaging with other boxers. So I think at times we just need to tone down, because I feel at times we're being hard on the guys that are really at the front gates of boxing. And they can only do as much. Number one with the skill, number two with funding, limited funding.